Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Did you know electric cars were cruising the streets before gas-powered ones even had a chance to take over? Yeah, you heard that right. Buckle up, because today we're diving into the wild, shocking evolution of electric car technology. From forgotten pioneers to Tesla's insane innovations, this story is packed with twists that'll rewrite everything you thought you knew about the future of driving. I'm owner of the channel Car Tales, and if you're as obsessed with cars and tech as I am, you're gonna love this. So, hit that subscribe button, grab a snack, and let's charge into this electrifying journey together. Let's start at the beginning, and trust me, it's not what you'd expect. Electric cars? They're not some shiny new invention. They actually shocked the world over 100 years ago. Way back in the 1830s, a Scottish inventor named Robert Anderson built this crude little electric carriage. Picture it. No rechargeable batteries, just a one-and-done power pack. But it worked. Fast forward to the late 1800s and electric cars were everywhere. They were quiet, clean, and super easy to use. Total opposites of those loud, smoky gas cars that kept breaking down. Here's the shocker. In 1900, electric vehicles made up 38% of all cars in the US. That's more than gas cars at the time. Companies like Baker Electric and Detroit Electric were pumping out these sleek EVs for the wealthy. They were basically the Teslas of their day, a real status symbol. But then, Henry Ford crashed the party. His Model T came along with cheap gas and mass production, and suddenly EVs couldn't keep up. Range was short, charging was a hassle, and gas stations popped up everywhere. By the 1920s, electric cars were pretty much buried. Crazy, right? So, for decades, electric cars were just a forgotten dream. From the 1920s to the 1970s, gas ruled the roads. Why? Well, oil was cheap, gas stations were on every corner, and honestly, battery tech back then was a joke. We're talking heavy, weak batteries that gave you maybe 30 to 50 miles of range, if you were lucky. Imagine taking a road trip in that. EVs just couldn't compete. But then, in the 1970s, something wild happened. The oil crisis hit. Gas prices spiked, lines at pumps stretched for blocks, and suddenly people started caring about electric cars again. Enter the Sebring Vanguard City Car, this funky little wedge-shaped EV with a top speed of 38 miles an hour and a range of like 40 miles. It looked like a golf cart had a midlife crisis. Cute? Sure. Practical? Not even close. The tech just wasn't ready. And when oil prices settled down, EVs faded back into the shadows. Tough break. Okay, fast forward to the 90s, electric cars finally got a second shot at glory. Enter General Motors with the EV1 in 1996. This thing was sleek, futuristic design, all electric, and a range of up to 100 miles. For the 90s, that was huge. People who drove it, they loved it. It was quiet, zippy, and felt like the future. But here's the shocker, GM killed it. By 2003, every single EV1 was scrapped, crushed into oblivion. Some say Big Oil had a hand in it, others blame the cost of batteries. Back then, they were using lead-acid packs, then nickel-metal hydride better, but still pricey and limited. This whole saga became a legend thanks to the documentary Who Killed the Electric Car. It's got conspiracy vibes written all over it. Seriously, go check it out if you haven't. The EV1 showed the world what electric cars could be. But it wasn't enough to survive. Another swing and a miss for EVs. Now, let's talk about the moment everything changed: Tesla. In 2008, Elon Musk and his crew dropped the Tesla Roadster, and it was a total game changer. 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, 245 miles of range. That was unheard of for an electric car. How'd they pull it off? Lithium-ion batteries. Lighter, more powerful, and scalable. Tesla bet big on this tech, and it paid off. Then came the Model S in 2012. Over 300 miles of range, luxury vibes, and over-the-air updates like your car's a freaking smartphone. But Tesla didn't stop there. They built the Gigafactory to crank out batteries like crazy. By 2025, they're making them so cheap that EVs might actually cost less than gas cars soon. Oh, and fun fact, Tesla's not just a car company. They're a tech empire pushing self-driving and energy storage too. Say what you want about Elon, but this guy flipped the script on electric cars. From a niche toy to a mainstream beast, that's the Tesla effect. So where are we now? Electric car tech in 2025 is wilder than ever. Batteries are getting insane. Solid-state tech is on the horizon, promising 500-plus mile ranges and charging in 10 minutes flat. Charging itself? Forget plugging in, wireless pads are coming, and 350 kilowatt ultra-fast chargers can give you 200 miles in 15 minutes. Take the Lucid Air, for example, 520 miles on a single charge. That's LA to San Francisco without stopping. And then there's AI. Self-driving EVs like Waymo and Tesla's full self-driving tech are turning cars into robots. You're not just driving anymore, you're riding in the future. It's mind-blowing how fast this is all happening. And trust me, we're nowhere near the finish line. Alright, let's peek into the future, and it's pretty shocking. By 2030, EVs could straight up dominate the roads. Big players like GM, Ford, and Volkswagen, they're going all in, phasing out gas cars by 2035. Experts are predicting EVs will be cheaper than gas cars by 2027. Thanks to battery costs dropping below $100 per kilowatt hour. That's a tipping point, and it's not just about price. Recycling batteries and hooking EVs up to green energy grids. That's gonna make them truly guilt-free. Electric cars started as this tiny spark in the 1800s, got buried for decades, then roared back to life. Now, they're ready to take over the world. The question is, are you ready for it? And that's the shocking evolution of electric car technology. What do you think? Gas or electric, where do you stand? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe for more car tech goodness. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay charged, folks.